Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. So, once again, I'm a little early this morning, and same thing. My toes started to hurt in the night. I had to take a pain pill, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So I said, I might as well get up, get showered, um, have myself a cup of coffee, and talk to my people. And so that's what I did. Now, before I get started saying what I want to say today, some people are not going to like it. Fair warning. I want to say thank you so much to Karen. Karen, thank you for your support of the Library Pantry. And the same thing to Sherry. Sherry, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you, ladies. We need that support now more than ever. We really do. I've been able to print out some resources and put them inside of the Library Pantry for if and when we run out of food. Food has been moving steadily out of that pantry rapidly. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later, though. For right now, let me tell you, I am so proud between this platform, between my social media platforms, and over in the village, seeing the way Black people are coming together during this whole thing just got me feeling all the feels in the world. It does. Black people really are right now. If you stand back, sit back and watch, we really are one band, one sound. You know, when I was in Detroit, that No Kings rally or march or whatever you protest or whatever you want to call it, it went right down Michigan Avenue and I could see right out of the window. And the first thing that I noticed when I saw that rally and I saw those people marching down the street is, I don't see too many of us. You'd be hard pressed to find a Black person. And I was so proud because it was like Black people got the message. It's like we got the memo. We had the meeting. We sent out the memo, and Black people listened. We're listening to each other. And that just made me feel a certain kind of a way. And then to get home back in South Carolina and to see that it wasn't just the rallies in Michigan, but it was all over. To the point where people like Bill Maher, as if he had the right, asked, where are the Black people? Where are the Black people? And Black people had to come back and respond. Yeah, we had a meeting and it didn't go too well for white people. And this is what Black people said we were going to do. We are going to protest differently. We are not going to put our bodies on the line. We are not going to give people the opportunity to use us, to turn these protests violent, and to enact martial law. We're going to move differently. We're going to protest differently. We're going to protest with our dollars. But behind the scenes, we have been mobilizing our people. I'm a part of some of those movements. I've seen those movements. And then the government shut down. Black people are not, once again, not on the front lines of being the face of anything. We have just been mobilizing our people and trying to get aid and assistance to our people. And however we have to do that, we need to do that, whether it's fair weather pastors, whether it's content creators, whether it's some of these Black entertainers, however we need to do that, whoever we need to use to do it, we have been doing it. I have been seeing the flyers. I have been hearing the buzz. I have been seeing the way we have been mobilizing. We have been getting food and aid to our people. We have been silently donating. We have been sharing resources. Over in the village, I'm so proud of y'all, the way y'all have been sharing resources, whether it's an app, whether it's a flyer, whether it's a phone number, whether it's addresses. Hey, this is where you can go. Share it with your people. And the way y'all have been taking that information and taking it back to your own little sub-communities. It's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to be a part of it. It is. And then I'm going to tell you, this is the part where you're not going to like. But it's not a lie, because I have been seeing it with my own eyes. You know, it all comes down to the point, to the point that Black people, Black Americans, we are tired of the disrespect. We're just tired of being disrespected. We're not going back and forth with these white folks no more. We're not going back and forth with the Latinos no more. We're not going back and forth with other Black people in the diaspora anymore. We are just putting on our own oxygen mask first. And we are mobilizing and helping our people. And as a result of that, I have noticed that not too many Black Americans have had a whole lot to say about what's going on in Jamaica. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just noticing that a lot of us have a hands-off approach when it's coming to this situation. Now, mind you, I can only speak for myself, and I can only tell you why I haven't used my platforms to speak up about it. And the reason why I haven't used any of my platforms to speak up about it is because I am sick and I am tired of the diaspora wars and the disrespect that has been leveled at foundational Black Americans. And I know that it sounds divisive, but sometimes the truth is divisive. Like when we say most white people are racist. Yeah, that's divisive in and of itself, but it's the truth. And telling the truth is one of the ways that we protect ourselves from the consequences of that truth. I have felt very disrespected as a Black American by other people, other Black people in the diaspora. I remember when I was very naive and thinking that everyone that looked like me was my family. And I got a rude awakening. And I realized that not everybody in the diaspora feels that way. And so, yeah, the arguments happened, and even white folks tried to get into that. Did y'all see that? And Black folks, one thing we did, we came together on both sides of this argument. And we said, you stay out of our business. You got enough of your own business. That's why they always minding our business. Go somewhere and worry about why you raising family annihilators and mass shooters and so many addicts. Go worry about your own business. Let us figure out our issues. But back to what I was saying. I noticed that a lot of Black Americans really haven't touched this. And I think that a lot of Black Americans have felt very disrespected by other Black people in the diaspora. And right now we do have our own hands full. We are trying to feed our people, get mutual aid to our own people. Our people have been furloughed, going without paychecks because of the shutdown. And we are trying to get assistance to them. We have our hands full. But I remember a time when not so long ago, Black content creators would have used our platforms to say, even if we were busy with our own shit, we would say, hey, look at what's going on over here with our brothers and sisters over there. And we would have said, this is where you can donate. This is how you can go donate. These are the GoFundMes. These are the Give, Send, Goes. These are the organizations that's helping. This is how we can get aid to them. And I am not seeing that. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but I have. And mind you, this is not me saying that I hate Jamaicans, because y'all know y'all will misunderstand on purpose in order to start some shit. And I'm not going to let y'all do that. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, when you disrespect people, you have to be careful of what that might look like later on down the line. You know, how people respond to that disrespect. And right now, Black Americans are in community with one another, and we are sending and giving mutual aid to one another. We are putting on our own oxygen mask first. And since don't nobody like us, we just gonna keep our heads down, help one another. We will not be the faces of anyone's movements or causes. The way we collectively said, we will not be the face of SNAP benefits and WIC. And now, and we've been so quiet about it. And now, the whole world can see who the real faces of those benefits are over here in America. See what happens when we are one band, one sound, when we get on one accord. Now, yeah, you're going to have some outliers. Like, you know, it was a few people at that march. And, you know, and you're always going to have those Black people that think they know better than the collective, and they're going to go against the collective. And because they think that they have some sort of moral high ground to stand on. And they're not plugged into their community, and they don't get it. They don't get it. But seeing that most of us, in fact, get it and are moving together forward, gives me all the feels. And I mean all the feels. I just want to say thank you. Because we don't need to fight and argue and cuss and shout with anybody else. Not them white folks, not them Latinos, not the indigenous, not Hispanic people, not other people in the diaspora. Collectively together, we have enough power to cover ourselves and see ourselves through. And I told you so. I told you that you didn't need any of the people who were working against us. I told y'all that we could handle this. I told y'all that we could do this. I told y'all that we could take care of our own people, and we are. With that being said, that is all that I have for today. I just wanted to say I'm proud of y'all and give you a virtual hug. If you would like to support the platform or the Library Pantry, it could use it. We're moving food out very quickly. Or if you would just like to buy me a cup of coffee, I would appreciate it. I'll leave my Cash App and my Venmo down in the comments. Y'all have a good day. Have a righteous day. Don't be nobody's problem today. and help other Black people today. Have a good one.